What if the best players in franchise history rejoined their former team in 2024? The Bills get O.J. Simpson, who is a killer in his prime. Ha! Super Cam, baby! Randy Moss is going to team up with Justin Jefferson. When you try me with a sorry receiver like Crabtree, that's the result you're going to get. Don't you ever talk about me! From 1-12 to 12-1, Megatron is gonna join the Lions. Bah! Charles Woodson on the Raiders. The best return man of all time joining the Bears. Big Dick Eric Dickerson on the Rams. Shadur Sanders' dad. One of the scariest motherfuckers of all time, Ray Lewis. Peyton Manning is gonna be in the Colts, which means John Elway on the Broncos. It didn't feel right putting Aaron Rodgers here, so I'm putting in Brett Favre. Drew Brees is on the Saints. Dan Marino is gonna be throwing bombs to Tyreek Hill. Boom, boom, Brian Dawkins. Warren Sapp for the Bucks. The wide receiver who had more tackles in his career than drops, Larry Fitzgerald. Yes, he actually did wear number 60 as a quarterback. Otto Graham. Rest in peace, Sean Taylor is going to be on the Washington Redskins / Commanders. One of the best tight ends of all time, Antonio Gates. The best tight end pairing we've ever seen, Tony Gonzalez and Travis Kelce. Bengals are going to get Joe Burrow some of the best protection ever in Anthony Munoz. Emmitt Smith, the evasive running back for the Cowboys. One of, if not the best receiver of all time, Jerry Rice on the Niners. The best defensive player that's ever lived, Lawrence Taylor. Fred Warner on the Jags. The best press man cover corner you have ever seen, Darrell Lockdown Revis. Mean Joe fucking Green on the Steelers. TJ Watt's brother, I guess. Former Oilers quarterback Warren Moon. It's good to see these motherfuckers back. Let's sim to the playoffs. Okay, here's the first look at the playoff bracket. The Bills and O.J. Simpson murdered their way to the 1 seed. Ray Lewis versus Tony Gonzalez. We get some classic OG quarterback matchups. We get Warren Moon versus Dan Marino, and we get Otto Graham versus John Elway. Big Dick Eric Dickerson gets the 1 seed. Emmitt Smith versus Richard Sherman. Megatron versus Brian Dawkins is gonna be a banger. Super Cam versus Jerry Rice. Okay, before we simulate the playoff games, let's take a look at the stats. Thank you to these comments right here. If you guys want your comment featured in future videos, subscribe and leave a comment down below. OJ, and I'm not talking about orange juice, 1,400 yards, 10 touchdowns. The gloves must have fit because he had 6 touchdowns in the air too. Brian Dawkins had 2 picks. Primetime had 3 picks and a forced fumble. 15 tugs for Jerry Rice. 19.5 sacks for the GOAT LT. Fred Taylor, 1,820 touchdowns. Darrell Revis, 4 picks. Megatron is so back, 96 receptions, 14 touchdowns, 1,400 yards. Mean Joe Green and TJ Watt wreaked havoc, 13.5 sacks. John Elway with a hell of a year, 48 touchdowns, 13 picks, 4,700 yards. JJ Watt, 8 sacks, kind of a letdown. Ray Lewis, 121 tackles, 2 forced fumbles, and a pick. Brett Favre, 43 touchdowns, 4,200 yards. Tom Brady, the GOAT, for the first time in his career, couldn't do enough. Unfortunately, Madden doesn't have a stat for his mentality. Not bad for a quarterback wearing number 60, 34 touchdowns. Devin Hester had 2 punt return touchdowns, 8 touchdowns in the air, and 900 yards. Charles Woodson had 3 picks, 91 tackles. Big Dick Eric, 1,500 yards, 13 touchdowns. Peyton Manning, nothing crazy, 4,000 yards, 28 touchdowns, 11 picks. Richard Sherman had 5 interceptions. Dan Marino threw 4,500 yards and 30 tugs. Antonio Gates, 2 touchdowns, 769. Tony G started over Kelce, 1,200 yards, 8 touchdowns. Super Cam, 4,300, 38 touchdowns, only 6 picks. Mr. Reliable Larry Fitz, 1,200 yards, 8 tugs. I'm not gonna lie, Randy and JJ, this is a disappointment, man. Drew Brees, 4,500 yards, 41 touchdowns to 9 picks. Emmitt Smith had 19 touchdowns, 1,500 yards. Sean Taylor had 73 tackles, 4,300 yards, 33 touchdowns, 7 picks for Warren Moon. 17 sacks and 25 TFLs for Warren Sapp. Okay, without further ado, let's simulate the first round of the playoffs. Ray Lewis had 10 tackles and defeats Tony Gonzalez's Chiefs. Otto Graham beats John Elway 31-28. What a shootout from the fellas. 350 yards, 3 and 4 touchdowns each. A heartbreaker, Dan Marino beats Warren Moon by the skin of his teeth by 1 point. Emmitt Smith handles Richard Sherman.
Whoa, hey.
Megatron bests Brian Dawkins 38-31. Jerry Rice beats Super Cam. I was really rooting for Cam there. Now we get Ray Lewis versus Dan Marino and OJ versus Otto. Big Dick Eric versus Jerry Rice and Emmitt Smith versus Calvin Johnson. Let me know down below in the comments who you guys are rooting for right now. Right now, I'm rooting for Calvin Johnson. If anybody deserves a ring, it is that motherfucker. Let's simulate to the conference championship. O.J. Simpson killed him. He had 130 yards and 2 total touchdowns to beat Otto Graham. With all the speed Miami had, I really felt like they were going to beat Ray Lewis because I didn't think he was going to be able to keep up, but I'm obviously proven wrong. 31-24 victory for Ray. Eric Dickerson loses to Jerry Rice 27-21. Jerry Rice put the 49ers on his back, 112 yards and 3 touchdowns. Megatron, baby! He's going to the conference championship. Here on the NFC side, we're going to have Calvin Johnson versus Jerry Rice, one of the GOAT receivers versus one of the GOAT receivers. And on the AFC, we're going to have Ray Lewis meet O.J. Simpson in the hole and see which killer can come out alive. O.J. Simpson versus Ray Lewis in a chance to go to the Super Bowl. The 14-3 Buffalo Bills and the 12-5 Baltimore Ravens. Ray Lewis has a 14-10 lead here going into halftime. Here we go. Now time ticking down. We're in the 4th quarter. Still 14-10. No one scored for a while. Time is running out, and O.J. can't score, which means Ray Lewis stonewalled him for the entire second half, and he is going back to the Super Bowl. Ray Lewis absolutely bested OJ. He had 39 yards on only 9 carries. Ray Lewis had 7 tackles. Okay, Jerry Rice versus Megatron, GOAT versus GOAT. 2 of the best receivers we've ever seen. Megatron goes up 6-0 here over Jerry Rice. Now 13-0, 13-3. Jerry Rice needing to score back. Megatron does not care. He's scoring at will. 24-3. Time is running out, and Jerry Rice ends up with scoring 0 touchdowns, and Megatron is going to the fucking Super Bowl. He deserves it after going on an 0-16 team. Megatron finally gets his wish. Jerry Rice had 2 receptions for 10 yards with a chance to go to the Super Bowl. That is an L. The 6'5 freak had 59 yards, not even anything too crazy, but a Super Bowl is a Super Bowl. 2 of the most feared players at their respective positions, Calvin Johnson and Ray Lewis, are gonna go at it in the Super Bowl. Let's go! There he is, Megatron himself. Let's get this Super Bowl started. Okay, which Hall of Famer can lead their team to a fucking Super Bowl victory? This is what we've been waiting for. Ray Lewis gets the 7-0 lead. Megatron scores back with 3 points. 14-3. Megatron needs points right now. 21-3. Megatron scores back, but it is not enough. And Ray Lewis is going to win another Super Bowl, 21-10. Megatron did all he could and gets to the game, but he cannot win it. Lamar Jackson and Ray Lewis end up celebrating and winning it all. Honestly, it makes sense. Ray Lewis joining one of the best teams already in the NFL. You knew he was going to put him over the top. That defense became crazy. Calvin Johnson, 8 receptions, 83 yards, and a touchdown. That's a sad way to go out. I feel for bro. Ray Lewis had 5 tackles and the W. The Taylor Bros, Fred and Lawrence both win Offensive and Defensive Player of the Year. Thank you guys so much for watching. I had a lot of fun bringing back these Hall of Famers and having fun experiences like this. If you guys want to see more, please leave a like, comment, anything else you guys want to see down below. Subscribe. Until next time, peace.